I'm trying to start what will hopefully be a vlog for the trans rights readathon. I haven't been able to put a whole lot of planning into this readathon because I've had family visiting last week and this week. So yesterday I started working on a post for Instagram just with book recommendations and my TBR and everything. And I posted that today, the 20th. So I was able to get that done. I haven't really read anything today, and it's nighttime. So I'm recording this before I go to sleep, so I at least have some sort of intro. I might do a better intro. I do have plans of what I want to read. I never know what's actually going to happen for a readathon because it's just whatever I can get to. I think what I want to start with is I have this from my local library, and I read it on Webtoons. So I have read the entire story, but I've never read it in a collected format, and I found it at the library, and I think that the story will feel different reading it all together. I'm doing the same thing with Lore Olympus right now, where I've read some of it on Webtoon and now I'm reading it all collected, and it is different reading it as a collection. So to read Crumbs, and as far as like recommendations, that is something that I would definitely recommend. I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to rereading that. And then I have some things I'm going to try and finish, some things I might try and start. I have no clue, so we'll see what happens. But I do want to try and read Crumbs a little bit tonight, but I don't know. I've taken the medications I take at night, which do make me sleepy. Already taken those, and I've been watching YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to read and watch YouTube, or if I'm just going to fall asleep watching YouTube. I don't know, but that is the beginning of this. So, yep. Bye for now. I'm recording my next check-in, I guess, for the vlog. Right now I'm in my parents' room with my cat. You can come on, Ziggy. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm alone in the house with the animals, and it's been like 2 weeks of having people in the house visiting, so it's the first time in a while that I've been alone. And I'm staying with Ziggy because he hasn't been feeling well. You can see on his face he has some scratches. He has allergies, and we have had him on medication that's been helping, but he's had to come off of it. And so the scratching has gotten bad again, and then he just got sick last night, and then he got sick in the kitchen this morning very recently. So I'm staying with him to make sure that he's okay. And he's always much snugglier when he's not feeling well. So I'm keeping him company. So that's Ziggy. His face makes me really sad right now with all of his scratches on it. He hasn't scratched himself up like this in a long time. It's been years since he's done that. So we're trying to get that all figured out. So as far as reading goes, I decided last night to actually start reading Kim and Kim, which is a graphic novel. There's 3 different ones, and I'm rereading the first one and then reading the second one, which I think I've read part of, or I might have read all of it, but I don't really remember it. So I'm reading 1, 2, and then 3 if I can. So I started reading 1 last night, and then I went to sleep. I didn't get too far into it, but that's what I've read so far. It's a series that I really recommend. It's space bounty hunters. Both of them are named Kim. And it's just kind of like, oh, Ziggy wants attention. And they just go through causing all kinds of trouble and chaos. And it's just like a big space adventure. And a lot of great colors, great art. The characters are fun, so I really enjoy it. I have no clue what I'm going to end up reading or doing today until my parents get back. I'm going to look after Ziggy and make sure he's okay. And at some point I'm going to take a nap. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. This is the current situation. My dog just came in. This is Winnie, because she was very lonely in the living room by herself. This is her new bed that my mom got her last week when my aunt was here. They went dog bed shopping, and she actually got 2 new beds because one of them she destroyed a while ago. So that's her, and Ziggy is sleeping. He seems to be doing good. So I might try and go into my room now that they're with each other. I'll see. And right now I'm just coloring and watching this guinea pig channel that I like. Oh, oh, he's so cute. I want to try and find an audiobook of maybe Sunbearer Trials. I think that might be on Script, because all the books right now I was planning on reading physically, but it would be nice to be able to do something like this coloring app that I like, or maybe trying to draw while listening to making progress in one of the books, so like listening. So I might try and find that, or I don't remember everything I put on my TBR, but Sunbearer Trials I think I can find on audiobook. I'm also already partially through that. Oh yeah, Love and Other Disasters. I also a good amount through that, so I could possibly find that on audiobook. That's kind of where things are right now. So I'm eating my dinner and watching this. I just took a shower. This is leftover chicken curry that my dad made. It was chicken curry and rice from 2 nights ago that he made for my brother and his fiance. We're staying for a few days, and then the bread is Irish soda bread from St. Patrick's Day. My dad always makes corned beef and potatoes and Irish soda bread for St. Patrick's Day. So we still got some of that left over. This is the front, like, forward camera, and I think it's not such a good camera. This is still a newer phone for me. Everything just looks very like weird and unnatural on my face, but I don't know how to fix it because I was pretty sure I took off the filters. But yeah, I'm gonna try and figure that out for the next check-in or whatever that I film, because it just looks weird. But I don't remember now what I was saying when I turned it around. But yeah, I'm eating and I took my shower. I'm gonna take my medicines soon and then hopefully try and read something. Don't know what. Probably one of the comics. I don't know that I'll do a book today because today's just been a weird day, but tomorrow should be normal. We won't have people visiting for a while. We don't really have anything exciting happening, I don't think, for a few months. So I have to try and finish editing a video that I filmed a few weeks ago now. It was like right before my aunt came to visit. It started out being over 2 hours, and now I've gotten it down to like 55 minutes. But I was able to do most of the editing that I've been doing while watching stuff or listening to an audiobook, but now I have to go in and do editing of like in detail listening to my talking and seeing if I have to edit out any of the talking bits. And then after that I have to see what else I can do to make it shorter, because I want to try and get it to 30 minutes. Because I just feel like since I'm a new channel, I'm not going to get people to come and watch a 55-minute video. So, yeah. What's going on, Rocket? Yeah? Rocket's my most talkative guinea pig. You wouldn't be able to see him though if I turn the camera over there, because he's basically all dark brown and my overhead light doesn't work, so he just kind of blends into the shadows. But he basically just talks all throughout the day. He just wanders around his cage mumbling to himself is basically what I say he's doing, because there's the sounds that guinea pigs make when they're trying to get your attention, and that's a very specific sound. But he makes sounds just throughout the day, like he's just kind of talking to himself, just going to himself. Like he's not trying to get my attention. He just kind of wants to vocalize. So he's always talking. The other two only really talk when they're wanting food, when it's food time, when they think they're going to get snacks. They make a lot of noise. But I'm pretty sure that my mom gave them a snack recently. I don't know if I'll film when I start reading. I might just film in the morning if I got reading done and just update on that. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure what's going to make it even into the vlog, what kind of things to film. This isn't something I'm particularly good at, and I also don't really do much well, I did interesting things the last 2 weeks because we actually went places, but in general I don't do interesting things, so there's not much for me to vlog. Me and my animals are cute, but that's about it. So, okay. Bye. I'm recording for, what is today? The 23rd. It's nighttime, and my guinea pigs are wanting to get fed. So that's the sound you hear in the background. Didn't record it all yesterday, and so I'm just trying to record something today. Yesterday wasn't a great day. I didn't get anything read. My cat Ziggy ended up being at the vet's all day because he wasn't keeping any food or water down. He's doing a lot better today. They gave him fluids and an anti-nausea or anti-vomiting shot that he's had in the past when he's had these types of problems, and they gave him a bunch of the special food that he has to eat, and he was able to keep a whole can of it down before he came back home. And he wasn't feeling so good yesterday when he came back. Like, we could tell that he wasn't feeling good. He just looked very sad the whole night. But take my glasses off. But today he's being more himself. He's running around a bit and trying to eat the dog's food, which is what he always does because he always wants to eat, and so he's trying to get her food. And so, I mean, that's him being himself. And my mom started giving him all of his medicines now. They put him on a different medicine to help with the scratching, and he doesn't seem to be scratching himself so bad, and his face is starting to heal. And then he's back on the medicine that we had started him on that is for his thyroid, because that's what all this medicine stuff had started with, was that he went to this new vet and found out that he has thyroid problems, and so he had to go on thyroid medicine. And then we had to take him off of prednisone, which is what he had been on for a while to manage the scratching, and that helps a lot. But then he had come off of that, and he tried something else, I think, for the scratching, and then like right away he started scratching himself up, and I don't know if it was that or it was a different medicine. Then right away that's what started making him sick. But he's on like 3 medicines now. My mom has to give him 3 medicines a day. 2 of them are pills. He's not good with pills, so it's not easy. But he does seem to be doing better today, so that's good at least, because I was just really worried about him yesterday. I didn't like not having him at home, and I was just worried about him not feeling good. And I'm just happy that he's feeling better. I haven't read a huge amount today, but also, like, my reading is always unpredictable. I think sometimes I read the most at night, so I might end up reading tonight, and I don't know what I'm gonna. I mean, I want to finish the first volume of Kim and Kim probably before I start Crumbs. I always try and finish some things before I start. I always try and finish some things before I start new things, because I always end up having too many things that I'm reading. My light that I was using shut off, so this can be a little bit darker, but whatever. So yeah, I don't know that I necessarily want to be in the middle of both of them, but I probably will end up doing that because I also am very much a mood reader, and I'll make TBRs, but I'm also just going to read whatever I feel like reading at the time. So I don't know that I'm going to do another update today. I didn't do one yesterday, and so I want to do one today. And I also don't know how I'm going to end up putting these together and putting them out, because I initially was kind of thinking I wanted to put them out as some people do, like a day 1, day 2 together or something like that. Because I don't usually do many videos a month, and I don't know when the big video that I'm editing, when I'm going to be done with that. I mean, hopefully this month, but I don't know. But now I'm kind of thinking that I'm just going to have to do it as the whole 7 days, because I don't think any of these videos are all that interesting. So I think like publishing 2 of them is going to be like, well, that wasn't so interesting. And hopefully I'll just have read more that I can talk about tomorrow. So that's it for now. Bye. So it is evening on the 24th. I did end up finishing 2 comic books yesterday, digital ones, but neither were for this readathon. I think I have to take my glasses off again with this light. Neither were for this readathon, so I don't know if updates are really that relevant, but I am reading a couple of things with NetGalley. I'm not great at actually getting the feedback in, even if I do actually read them before they come out, but I'm trying to do that again. So I finished a digital graphic novel for NetGalley, and I finished reading Spy Family. I don't know if you are supposed to say the X in the middle, but that's a manga, and I started that recently because one of my libraries got it digitally, and I had kind of heard a little bit. I really didn't know anything about it, but I read the first one and really liked it, and I've been having to wait a bit to get each subsequent one, but I think I'm on either 4 or 5 now. I think I'm on 4. Whichever one has a big white dog on the front, and I'm excited to see what role this dog has. I'm assuming it's going to join the family, and I kind of flipped through that one, but I didn't really read it, so I'm going to read that at some point. I don't think I read anything after that. My plan right now is I'm going to put a show on in the background and read Kim and Kim. I didn't really do much earlier today because I was just having a bad pain day, and I wasn't really able to nap too well, and my hands in particular are really bothering me. I'm feeling better now, so yeah. But this is the setup I have right now. You can watch on there, and then this is Kim and Kim. That's where I am right now. It's still the beginning. This is some of the art. That's the 2 main characters. So this is my current situation. This is my dinner. I'm not completely sure what everything is. I think it's almost all Indian food. These guys are left over from when my brother and his fiance were visiting, and my dad made those and curry. I don't know what these are called. I don't think they're samosas, but they're something similar. And they have like smushed pea in there with something else, with other stuff, because they're a little bit spicy, but not like real spicy. And I initially didn't think I was into it because I don't like peas. It's basically just my sense of smell was affecting what I thought of the taste because of my previous thoughts on peas and what I think of peas. So I'm going to eat this. I got crumbs here. Oh, and I did finish all volumes of Kim and Kim last night. I read all of that. I should say my thoughts on it, but hopefully I'll do another thing tonight after I've eaten where I can say that. And I don't know how much of this one I'm even going to include because I don't know how much everyone needs to know about my guinea pig. But yeah, we'll see. But I read, I finished volume 1, read volume 2, and read volume 3. Volume 3 was the one that I hadn't read. And I would say in them all basically back to back. 2 and 3 are better than 1. I mean, I like them all, but I would rate 2 and 3 higher. But I think they're all worth reading. They're all fun, but they do get into heavier topics. And 2, but especially 3, do look into trigger warnings. But I mean, the biggest overall one is just one of the main characters. Her dad names her and misgenders her throughout the book. So, and that's just an aspect of her past and her story, but it's not necessarily the main focus. It's just like it does happen multiple times. There's still just like, you know, crazy space adventure stories and, you know, messy characters, and I love just the whole overall style of it. It's very punk, especially the one girl, Kim D and Kim Q. Kim Q is the one that starts off with the pink hair, and she has very much punk type of look, and I like it. And I probably should have switched this around to myself so you're not just staring at my food, but oh well. Okay, bye for now. Just in case she starts playing. You didn't get your ball? Well, there's your ball. You gonna get it? No. You don't want to perform for the camera. Current cat situation. A very tired kitty after helping grade papers. Isn't that right, Ziggy? It's hard work. Here's Cappy. You can hear him talking to see if you can. He is. We're just having a cuddle. Yeah, we're having a little cuddle. What are you trying to do? You can't eat my bed. It's my pillow. No, you can't eat the pillow. You want to go on the bed? You want to go on the bed? No, I can't do it with one hand. Give me a minute. What are you going to do? Want me to move the iPad? Put the piggy down. That better? No. Look at that cute boy. Cappy's got... Oh, it's okay. Yes, just a vacuum. Cappy's got his nighttime snack. They all get a snack after dinner. He's having some lettuce. He's very cute. I'm going to be reading the Sunbearer Trials regardless. And I'm going to get to Love and Other Disasters at some point. I just have kind of not been feeling like reading romance, which is why I never finished that one. Like, it's a really good book and I really liked it, but I just haven't been wanting to read romance. So we'll see. Hey, so it is the afternoon of the 27th, which is the final day of the Readathon. I did record a little bit of videos yesterday, but I don't know how much I'm actually going to include because some of it I was talking about a comic or a graphic novel that I was going to read that I was actually like completely wrong on the plot and everything. Rocket the guinea pig has just started on some more antibiotic and is going to the vet next week or maybe the week after, whenever the 6th is. So we just need him to be able to do okay until then. But he does seem to be in some pain, which he hadn't been in before. So I'm a little worried about that. He has the antibiotic, but he does not have a pain medication. So I've told my mom to see if the vet will give her any pain medicine for him. Because I'm just a little worried about him being in pain for like a week or two. So with books, I'm reading Crumbs, the graphic novel that was originally a webtoons that I read it in that form, but I have not read it all together, and I'm borrowing it from my library. So I'm working on that, and then I have Sunbearer Trials as an actual physical book, and I have already started it, and I also found it as an audiobook on Script. But then I found another book that I had put on my TBR. Austin Lived Here. That's only 3 hours long in audiobook, and that's also on Script. And I tend to listen to most audiobooks at 1.5 or 2 times speed. So I'm going to try and do that audiobook and then possibly some of Sunbearer Trials, but I don't expect to finish Sunbearer Trials today. Like, that's not going to happen. But I might finish Crumbs. It's like, it's chunky, but I mean, it was, originally a webtoons, so the actual pages aren't, there's not a huge amount on each page. And it's also a story I've already read. But I do want to read through it again. don't remember how many pages it is. I think it's around 400 pages. So right now I'm watching a live stream from a channel that I watch, and I don't know if I'll be able to read during that. I'm coloring, but my hands are starting to hurt me. I've taken one of these, which they help. It will also, because I took a full one instead of a half one, it will end up making me go to sleep. That usually takes like 2 hours to fully kick in. So I don't know, if I feel like I want to stop coloring, I'm gonna probably try and start reading. And if I can't read while watching this live stream, then I'm going to probably switch to the book channel, How to Train Your Gavan. He the other day released I think it's pretty much a vlog from staying in this haunted castle, and it's longer, and I think I'll be able to read during that. But he also has reading sprints that he did during that time, like when he was in the castle, that are the Patreon that I didn't watch, that I've been kind of saving to a time where I was feeling like reading. So I might do one of those two things. I still want to open up my book of the month boxes. I guess I might do that tonight. I want to try and bleach my hair soon, because my mom bought me the bleach kit. I don't know. I always just kind of just read when I feel like it, because like I'm not going to force myself to read, even for like a readathon or for my channel or anything. If I'm not feeling it, then I'm not going to be able to focus on it. And when I am in the mood to read, I can sit there and read for a few hours and get a lot read and get books finished and stuff. So I just have to, I'm a mood reader in terms of what I choose to read, and also when I read. But I've also found that's why audiobooks are really useful, is if I'm not feeling like physically reading anything, like I don't think I can actually focus on physically reading anything. And like if I want to be doing something else at the same time, but I do want to read, then it's really nice to be able to get through a book in audiobook. And if anyone else that has ADHD struggles with being able to just like sit and read a book, I have really found that audiobooks help me with that, because I can keep myself busy with something else, but also make progress in a book, and just not have to be physically doing it, because sometimes the actual physical book part just is not going to work for me. I can't do that, even if I really, really want to. So yeah, I will either update later today or tonight, or I might just do a wrap up tomorrow. Then I also have to edit this video, because I want to try and get it posted on the 28th or 29th. I have to edit this and edit my other longer video that I've been working on, so that I can try and get that posted in some time soon. I had been working on that, but now I kind of haven't. So yeah, I just have to edit both of those. So that's kind of what's going on right now. It is nighttime now, and yes, I'm going to acknowledge that my hair looks how it does. I thought I was going to bleach it, but I don't think I have the energy for it, and I took off my cap and put it into the laundry because I need to put on a new one, and This is just what my hair is doing. Generally just does whatever it wants. So yeah, I guess ignore that. So this is how far I am in Crumbs right now. I have been reading it. I have not really read anything else today, I don't think. Still think that I'll probably get other reading done at some point, but I don't know. I mean, I also might just fall asleep. Sometimes I fall asleep at 11. Sometimes I stay up until 5 in the morning. Like, I don't know. So I may or may not finish. I mean, I think it's likely I'll finish this. It goes quickly. I don't know about anything else. I think it's around 9 o'clock at night right now. So, depending on how late I stay up, still have time. So that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, I don't know if I'll record again before technically the end of the readathon. I do think I'll probably record separately, like a actual kind of intro and conclusion. But I mean, I'm not convinced that this is actually like a good vlog, but hopefully I will actually post it, because I did one this past summer, which was, I had just started my channel. I did a vlog for, I think it was Queerlit Readathon, and ended up, I think I even edited it, but I just never posted it because I just didn't think it was very good. So, despite thinking it's not great, I'm probably still going to try and post it, just because I did, put some amount of effort into it. And I mean, if I'm not really worried about people putting negative comments, because honestly, I don't really care. If people can tell me like the vlog is stupid, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. I'm not that worried about that. So I guess I'm just more like, I don't want to be putting out bad things, but at the same time, I've heard from every YouTuber that I follow that when you start out a channel, stuff isn't going to be good quality. So I just kind of need to get the experience of creating and publishing content and know that it's going to improve the more I do it. And so like, this stuff isn't going to be great right now, and the more I do it, it's going to improve. So like, yeah, this probably isn't a great vlog compared to people that have been making vlogs and content in general for years, and also compared to hopefully what I'd be doing in the future. This probably isn't going to be so good, but that's okay. I don't have to be making stuff that's amazing right away. So yeah, hopefully if anyone watches this, it's okay that I think I have gone on a lot of tangents. But that's the end of this one for now. Bye.